G'day everyone, Barefoot Captain's log. It is day 29 and it's the day we got skunked by the weather. It's alright. We have had worse, but it's just really uncomfortable. It has been a day to, well, read books if you can stomach it. Sleep is the best option and try not to break things. As always, please subscribe, share all around. Big thank you to the Patreon members. And if you want to check out our Patreon page, please head over there and check that out. The smallest amount will help us out of this horrible weather. We have broke a few things. We've actually torn one of the bridge deck stiffeners off the bottom of the boat. We might have hit something last night. I actually had to jump in the water to check a few things out. We had some water coming into one of the cabins through a skin fitting or through the deck, we're not sure, but I was a bit sleepy and thought the worst, so we hove to, jumped in the water.
Go in the water and see what's happening up on the bow. Something doing wrong. Not happy about it. Okay, this is how it's going to play. Paul is in charge of keeping an eye on me.
I've got a lifeline ready to go.
Paul, obviously, if I get away from the boat, throw me the line.
Yep.
I should be able to swim as fast as the wind is pushing the boat anyway.
Do you have a preference for which side you're going to be entering the exiting?
I'm going to jump in on that side. Gabby, you just stay on the port side near Guy to also keep an eye out. I'm going to try and only enter and exit through the middle of the boat, but you've got to remember it's very easy for me to get smacked on the head, so I may go around the outside. Let's see how it plays out. Guy, obviously don't engage engines unless you're coming to get me. If the boat takes off and starts sailing, you just need to go hard. Okay. Anyone good side?
He's back under here somewhere.
It's very nice in the water actually. It's beautiful, clear blue.
He's right under that.
The water's so clear. So beautiful and clear.
It's just we're a couple of 100 miles from anywhere and not very safe.
It's solid. Nothing wrong. Never doubt it. Solid. There's not even a craze mark. Nothing. It's like perfectly glossy.
I should never have doubted the Barefoot. She's solid as in under the water and around the underside of the boat. She's very solidly built and is handling these conditions just fine. It's the crew that are getting a bit worn out.
Ah! David Weller! Alright.
Quite nice actually.
It's nice now, except we're going completely the wrong direction backwards. Alright, everyone off the bow.
Well, we've decided to drop all sails. There's some better weather sort of to the south, and the only way we're going to get there is to motor for 24 hours, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to motor 24 hours and hopefully get into something that's more 15 knots, and then maybe we'll get a good angle and we'll be able to put the sails up and sail again. We're going to tough it out, get to New Caledonia, have a rest there, and then on to Vanuatu, because that's where we want to get to. Other than that, look, I reckon there's one thing we did at Cato that we didn't get to show you. It's a really big wreck up on the reef. Pretty modern as far as wrecks go around here. It's called the Day29 number 55.
The longliner, it's a Japanese longliner, Daikichi Maru, number 55. They're not really, they don't name all their ships different, they just put numbers after them. It hit the reef here in 1994, and good news, everyone was rescued, everyone got off, but I imagine the person on watch was pretty embarrassed that they ran into, which is a pretty large reef, and it is on every map now.
Look at these! There's some Australian currency, not that old. And there is, I think there was somewhere, this could be from, you know, some Japanese symbols on there. But where was it? Here, that's Japanese markings. Anyway, we'll clean them up. I don't think they turn into gold.
Super dangerous. Not so stable. Very spooky walking on these things. You can fall through any part at any moment and really mess yourself up. But Paul and I are a little bit addicted to looking for treasure. And he's perched himself up there like a big bird.
Be careful there, Dean. One false move and you could end up like me.
Seem to trust the timber more than the steel.
Yeah.
Full of water? Totally full. Ah!
Check it out, there's a skull.
Oh yeah, bird skull. Wonder what other weird, odd things are in there. That might be the only fresh water on this whole place. That in there. So if in a survival situation, you get to drink that and the bird skull for morning tea. This is what I'm talking about. It's just falling apart, this ship. It's so dodgy up here. What's that though? Sorry Paul, there's nothing up here. There's just bird poo and rusty stuff. The whole ship is almost unrecognisable. The power of the waves and storms and cyclones over the years has jumbled it up and crushed it and bent it and smashed it to pieces. What's really crazy, okay, there's the bow, that's really obvious, but that section there is actually the stern facing forward. What if that was the original ship? It's broken it in half and put this piece here. So it's broken it completely in half and put the two halves beside each other and pushed them up against each other right up here onto the reef. Originally it would have been out there. You can tell where the ship used to sit because there's two big engines out there. These engines are huge. That engine back there probably weighs more than the Barefoot. And when this ship struck the reef, it came right up here, bow here, stern back there. And after a while, the bottom got ripped out and it's just left its engines here. They were the ballast, they were the heaviest part of the ship. And the rest of it, look how far away it's been pushed all the way up here by the ocean. Cyclones, big storms, pushed it all the way up there. I think we can fix it. A little bit of paint there, a little bit of gaffer tape between the two pieces. It should be a great ship again. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the Barefoot Captain's logs. I'm a bit tired. I haven't had a lot of sleep over the last few days. There's been lots of things to get up and fix and sort out and jump in the water for and navigate. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's better. Take care. See you tomorrow on another Barefoot Captain's log and adventure.